District dealing with big COVID impacts just days into the new school year. COVID spread at a Fort Mill school is so high, students are already back to virtual learning. And some parents hope this is a wake-up call to get masks mandated in schools despite state laws against it. Brianna Harper explains what the school district is doing to combat the spread.
Fort Mill is one of many school districts here in South Carolina unable to implement a mask mandate in schools due to the governor's order and fear of funding loss. But parents I spoke to say the result could be a lot more costly, compromising health if more and more students continue to get the virus. First back to school, now back to learning at home. In just the first few days of returning, data shows Forest Creek Middle School had 29 students test positive for COVID and more than 100 others in quarantine. Many of these parents now left to worry about their own child's safety and others.
We try to do everything that we can do as a parent to circumvent this issue here. But again, it doesn't really matter because if they don't have the right health protocols.
The Lewis's 11-year-old daughter is immune compromised as she recovers from cancer. They say they made the decision to do in-person learning when masks were mandated. But now that's all changed.
We're at the mercy of those who aren't masking.
Fort Mill School says with concern for COVID community spread, they made the decision to do virtual learning for 2 weeks at Forest Creek, while also increasing other mitigation strategies too.
We're closing off our schools to visitors and to volunteers. We're going to be discontinuing eating in the cafeteria for elementary level. They're going to go back to meals in the classroom.
The district also strongly encourages students and staff wear a mask, but it's not mandated due to the governor's school masking ban. But some parents argue the funding Fort Mill schools receives from the state could be reconsidered for the sake of student safety.
Could we afford it on our local budget and our federal budget, and maybe what adjustments might need to be made?
Just as the adjustment to virtual learning turns out not to be the best fix for everyone.
It's not easy, and I fear that they're not getting enough that way. I know they're not, and they need more. They need the in-person.
And so far, at least 1,500 doctors across the state have signed a petition to rescind the governor's order banning mask mandates in schools. They say their main concern is hospital capacity getting a lot worse if more and more students continue to spread the virus. So far, Forest Creek students are expected to return to in-person learning on September 9th. Reporting in South Carolina, Brianna Harper, WCNC, Charlotte.